I just don't want to exasperate anything. I guess you could say that way. Play-Doh is handy. Play-Doh is not as sticky as I'd like it to be.
No.
I need like plasticine.
Yeah.
Full on like moldy plasticine. Kind of stuff that doesn't dry out.
Yeah. Silly buddy.
Yeah, so I quit drinking again.
Yeah?
Yeah, after last session where I finished off an entire 2-6 of Banned Vice. Literally, my last drink was before session was officially out.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
Well, I poured it anyway. I actually never finished it. So I also have that available to the viewers now.
You got somebody actually being boo, John Speed.
Yeah, that would be Johnny checking us out here.
Doesn't approve of the quit drinking.
Well, I have to for my
Yeah.
own health and sanity.
Yeah.
That's a little excessive if I'm finishing off an entire 2-6. That's
Solo? Is the last album?
no, that was all like, with the exception of one drink, I poured for Fletcher. Yeah, all but 2 ounces.
Die hard, my friend.
Yeah, no thanks. I think I'll just take a break. It's better for me. But yeah, no. The session itself was pizzazz. I'm going to be expanding on the last injection, like I said, that they gave. So, not that I'll be redacting it. It's just going to be, made properly awkward, if you could, if you will, and unusual.
Gotta have unusual.
It's a situation where I should have just. It should have been a case of, we'll come back to this, and then just start out next session with him having a dream or nightmare, because I finish off on the long rest the way I did.
Oh, right, okay. That's a good end, though. Especially if they haven't had one in 3 sessions.
Mm-hmm. Well, I mean, like I say, I was drunk and generous, and I let them have it. I honestly, I wish I'd ended it before that. It's that was my last session there. That was a case of didn't end it when I should have. Didn't end it on the natural end. When the giant hit the floor is when I should have ended the session.
Oh, I can't believe it's almost 5 already.
Yeah, I know, right?
Days are getting so fast. This year went bad.
It did, I have to admit. Actually, it was funny. Some of the viewers, Johnny specifically, was commenting on, "You can't believe it's been a year that he's been watching me."
Oh, really?
Yeah, man, it's been that long already.
Yeah, I guess.
Just turn around and blink an eye.
It was the summer when you started streaming?
It's been 1 week since 3 years, roughly. 4 years? No, going on 4 years. I think I'm wrapping out my 3rd year,
right,
or 4th year. Hang on a sec. Okay. I have no idea, honestly, because I'm trying to remember. Saul was 3.
I want to say 3.
Yeah,
maybe
I'm
going into 4.
Because Ariana was just born.
Yeah, it was a Halloween I came in. I think it was 3 years ago. And then I think you guys had said you had been doing it a few months before that.
Moving here made it possible
Yeah.
for me to even start streaming. And I don't... Yeah. So there you go. August 1st, 2014 is when Johnny joined. So yeah, it was Christmas of 2013. So I'm going into my 5th year.
Jeez.
Because I had been... Oh, he's been on Twitch that long. I'm an idiot. Never mind. He's been on Twitch that long. Okay, what was it there? He joined in 2016. Okay. So he's been watching me, a year. What am I saying?
It says Johnny Speed, Dungeon Master has been.
I've been on Twitch,
Yeah.
Oh, shit. No, I did read that right. I did read
yeah.
that right. Okay. No. Oh, my God. I'm having a moment here. All right. Yeah, see the lack of alcohol, man. I tell you, my neurons are all over the place. Woo!
It was 1,207 days.
Yeah, so as it were, 4 years there that I've just cleared.
It's a stretch.
Yeah, dude.
It's good though. He's passionate.
Well, you gotta have some passion if you want to keep doing this, right?
Mm-hmm. Very true.
And yeah, he joined not too long before. He joined 2 days before me. That's hilarious. 2 days? 3 days?
2 days.
Yeah, 2 days. That's funny. Anyway, what was I saying there? Total segue. I was thinking about getting into Pathfinder.
Really?
Yeah, I'm personally sick of the attitude around D&D. The weird ego that goes with it. I have an ego. I do. About what I do. But at the same time, I feel like I'm pretty humble about it. I accentuate some things like there's a lot going on. The job's hard. And that, I take a lot of pride in the amount of effort I'm putting into the story and everything because I never bothered to do it before. Like, it just wasn't something that I really prioritized before because it was always like, you guys do whatever. You guys are open-ended. I'll come up with like some villains and shit, and there'll be like a very short story of like 3 sessions, and then do whatever again.
Mm-hmm.
And then back in the day there, we were doing the Evil Quest or the Chronomancer Quest that you were part of, and that was just all over the place. Like, that was all over the fucking place, and I was making up whatever, and there was these villains that were working for Thing, and I tried to have like some expositionary storylines involving whomever, and it was just all over the place. Like I say, there was no cohesive. It was worse than Lost, and Lost was Lost. And by that, it's perfect titling in that case.
Yeah.
The plot line is titular in there.
Gone.
Yeah.
Lost gone.
The entirety of that series was written off the seat of their pants.
Yeah.
Like, they had no idea what.
Well,
they were
I
going
heard
to do.
like the whole last season was like by episode or something, wasn't it?
Yeah, they were trying. There was rewrites at the last one.
Yeah.
They were trying to button it all up and be
Yeah.
done with it.
We have to go back to the island.
Yeah. Good luck with that. I mean, I personally never really watched the series.
I don't think I watched much of it either.
This is just everything I read about it was such that they were doing it dynamically on the fly, and I guess that's the J.J. Abrams credit, staying that dynamic. At the same time, it's far be it for me to say there's anything wrong with his work on Star Trek,
Mm-hmm.
but Simon Pegg did it way better. Simon Pegg is a way better writer. I don't know who he would have had writing it before.
Mm-hmm.
I think J.J. Abrams would have had writing it before. And I can't remember if Simon Pegg directed or if he just wrote it. But the third Star Trek, the third new Star Trek movie was absolutely amazing. Have you seen the new Discovery at all? Star Trek Discovery?
No.
Are you into Star Trek actually?
No.
Okay, never mind.
I seen the first new one, and I think I seen a bit of the second new one. But yeah, I've been told that the third new one is like the Star Trek of Star Trek.
The which one?
The newest, the third one, I think it is. And I think somebody described it as it's the most Star Trek-y Star Trek.
Yeah. That's what everyone was saying, and for good reason too.
Mm-hmm.
That's true. What do you want? Get over it. It is what it is. It's the date that I have listed.
Sorry.
I mean, if I could do it through my streaming program, I would, but you can't, so I don't. And the truth be is that the Twitch app is shit. I could change the thing right now in the super obscure dashboard, and it wouldn't do a thing. You know what? I'm gonna try. Let's take a moment here. If we go info, is it info? No. Fuck, it's so hard to actually get to. No, I don't want to edit my profile. Oh, I have to go settings, and then from settings, I have to go system, and then, no, it's not system. Is it account? Yeah, and then dashboard. Now, okay, I can change this to the 20th. Okay, and now I can change this to IRL. And is it going to list? Yes, it is. And we click done. Now, let me see if it updates here. If it updates, I will be surprised.
waited long enough to know who Homie is now.
Is it an update? I have no idea. Eat me! I'm like hunting for where I am in space. There it is. It's over here. What's this mean? What's this mean right here? What is this? Let her go.
You watched the new Punisher?
I did. I consumed the entirety of it in one day. As a matter of fact, all 13 episodes. I was like this on the couch for episode 10.
10, yeah.
And then I was asleep and listening to it. Finally, the episode ends, and then I get up. I wake up like just, I don't know, with a second wind. Rewind the last 15 minutes, watch through it without issue, and then the next 2 episodes, or 3 episodes. It was 13 episodes or 12?
13.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Chewed through it, man.
Yeah,
Just the whole of it. It was so good.
Solid.
Really effectively made a statement about like PTSD and etc. You know, it gets it across.
Are good too.
Hey?
The action sequences are really good.
You know, the action sequence, it's, it did change it. No, it didn't. It didn't change shit. It changed it to IRL, but the title is still November 17th. Whatever. Anyway. And this is Brandon. Brandon is one of my players from a while back. However, he's going to school now to better himself, and I think that's excellent. And hope to see that come to an exceptional fruition in due course.
We got like a month left. I think I'm out on the 22nd. So 20 today.
Did I do anything with that? Does that work? I have no idea if that's even doing anything. I'm sure it's something.
It says chatty.
Yeah, it's the chat program.
Oh, right.
So, I mean, game's been well. Racing games are advancing. I have this Drive Club VR that provides a lot of freedom. But most importantly, Drive Club is it was. Do you remember the guys who did MotorStorm?
Oh yeah.
Do you remember MotorStorm?
Yeah.
So, I think they were called Eclipse. No, Evolve. No, Evolution. Evolution Studios. Evolution Studios produced MotorStorm. This was a release title actually on PS3, and proceeded to do really well, making. Nice. Buy yourself some folks. He's going in for mechanics there, Johnny. Anyway, so as I was saying there, they made MotorStorm, did very well for themselves. The first one was an exceptionally fun game, terrible load times, but whatever. Fun fucking game. And then the subsequent ones were every bit as good, if not just, sequentially better and better. Like, Pacific Rift is a absolutely magnificent game. EA pulled what they typically pull. Was it EA in this case? No, who was it? Some publisher. I can't remember the name of which one it was. I could probably go grab the jewel case and tell you, but effectively they fucked Evolution over in the classic business way, and we learned about this in school actually, is that if you're responsible for the contracts at your studio, make sure that you're going to get your payments regardless of milestones and etc. Don't hinge your payments on your milestones.
I got you.
Because or make sure that your milestones are very clear. Because what happens is a publisher will sign you on to make a game, fuck you out of your payments in some fashion, watch you drown, has you locked in, like you can't go and get another job. You have to finish this game. But they're not happy with where the game's at.
Yeah.
So in short, you end up becoming devalued, undervalued, and you have no